marketing, and this video is about how ClickFunnels helped me build a 7-digit business. Now, first things first, obviously, ClickFunnels is a technology. It's a platform. It allows you to build sales funnels and marketing funnels with a few clicks of buttons without having to duct tape a million different pieces together like we had to do in the old days. So that's just a precursor to what I'm about to show you. I'm going to show you as much as I can here in this video, just some business tips that if you take these tips, whether it be marketing psychology or sales tactics, and you support it with an unbelievable technology that you can leverage like ClickFunnels, you're going to crush sales. You're going to grow a business. And I don't know where you are. You may be a solopreneur. You may be an established 7-digit business, but you don't know how you got there. Or you may just be starting out and you're just like, man, I want freedom. I want time freedom. I want more money. I want to be able to provide for my family. Maybe you're in a business partnership but you don't agree, whatever. I hope this video helps you see how ClickFunnels works as a platform, not as a silver bullet. And at the end of the day, you have to be an entrepreneur and you have to be a business owner that makes great decisions to acquire more customers. So with that being said, I'm an avid fan of ClickFunnels. Like, you need to know that. And I'm very biased. Okay. I've had Infusionsoft accounts. I have a Leadpages account. I have all the subscriptions that all of us who are trying to build an online business have. I pay those fees, and I've canceled almost all of them except for my ClickFunnels Actionetics account, or the Etison Suite is what I do. I gladly paid top dollar for the ClickFunnels Etison Suite because I'm able to do all of my marketing automation, my landing pages, my sales pages, everything I do, order, payment processing, you name it. Everything I do very simply. I'm actually in the camp that doesn't require these labyrinth marketing campaigns that a lot of Infusionsoft users and other CRM companies sell you on. Because in marketing and sales, many times, more times than not, it's all about striking while the iron is hot and selling the excitement, the hope, the benefits that your product can provide. Because the customer doesn't care about your features. They don't care about your logos and your brand. They care about the better version of themselves. So without further ado, I've got 6 points I want to run through here, and I hope they're helpful for you, okay? And all along, I'm going to try to salt and pepper this with how I actually leveraged ClickFunnels to build my business with these principles. So the first one I'm going to tell you about is it sounds simple, but this is like the number one thing that entrepreneurs mess up. They say they know their customer, like elevator pitch. They know, somebody asks you what you're doing or what you do for a living. You kind of tell people, oh, I do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I provide chemicals for people's swimming pools. Well, that doesn't mean you know your customer. It just means you know what industry you're in. But when I say know your customer, what I mean is you've got to talk to them. You've got to know their vernacular. You need to know their vocabulary. You need to sell them something 100 times before you try to go to scale. You need to be selling one-to-one, non-scalable, getting it all out there and figuring out what the conversation is before the conversation really takes off. And because it's hard, you make assumptions with pop culture and social media. You make assumptions on who your customer is and what they do and who they follow. But at the end of the day, most entrepreneurs that ask me for help or advice are folks who are stuck because when they started their journey and they got the map out, they took one step to the right because that was where they thought the direction their customer was, and they ended up 1,000 miles off course. And that's the effect of not knowing your customer. Now, when it comes to ClickFunnels and how I knew my customer, or how I applied that, is when I build my landing pages, and I can even clone landing pages, clone entire sales funnels. After I sold to my customer, gosh, I think me and my team did close to 500 phone calls before we really turned up the gas on our business and on our marketing. I would build landing pages with headlines. And the thing you need to know is that the headline does 80% of the work on your landing pages. If you're trying to generate leads from your customer base, from the population that provides you your customers, you need to know that your headline must be excellent. It is the hinge point of your entire business. And I don't mean to be hyperbolic, but if on your ClickFunnels page you have a killer headline, you're gonna go way further than you could without one. Okay, so that's how I applied knowing my customer, is that I always knew how to talk to them, because the headline is what catches them and brings them into your funnel and to convert as a lead. So point number 2 is know the bleeding neck pain. I'll never forget sitting in Perry Marshall, the great marketing coach and entrepreneur wizard. I never forget sitting in his house at one of his 4-man intensives and him explaining the bleeding neck principle, which is the customer. Depending on who your customer is, again, you got to know your customer. And once you know them, you'll know quickly that they have a bleeding neck pain, that their neck is bleeding. That's a metaphor, obviously. And our job as salesmen, as businesses, as someone who's serving our customer base is to heal that pain, or to provide the tourniquet, provide the solution. And you got to know it so that you can help it, so that you can provide that solution. It's impossible to sell something to someone that if they don't want it or they simply don't need it. So don't forget, when you're setting up your sales funnel in ClickFunnels, or if you're not using ClickFunnels, whatever you're using to build your online pathway for your customer leads and your customer conversion process, always remember that people buy headache medicine more than they do vitamins. And that's just reality, okay? I hate it. It's part of life. It's part of reality. Number 3, I'm going to move a little bit quicker here. Identify the one repeatable offer. So once you know the bleeding neck pain, once you know what all of your customers are dealing with, now it's time to solidify what your true offer needs to be, because you know your customer and you know what their pain is. So they'll pay you if you nail your core repeatable offer. This is the thing that you keep creating new customers with. This is the thing that will always, always, always help you create a new customer. Getting the first dollar is the hardest dollar you'll ever get. Getting the second dollar is the easiest dollar you'll ever get. So remember that and identify the repeatable unit and build your business around that core offer. Okay. Number 4, be relentless at nailing your core offer funnel. Okay. So this is an extension of number 3, really. But once you identify the bleeding neck pain, once you identify the core offer that your customer base will gobble up, don't let up. Don't stop. Hit the accelerator and don't get bored. You might actually get bored, but don't let your boredom with your core offer sway you from making the offer over and over and over again. This is the machine. This is the conveyor belt. This is the predictable success that every entrepreneur wants. Find the core offer, be relentless, fierce, and don't stop making that offer to more leads to create more customers over and over again. That's how you grow a business. Quite fundamentally, that's how you grow your business. So in your ClickFunnels sales funnel, make sure you always have your core offer and your sales page taken care of. Back out of your sales page, create a sales page around your core offer that is so good, that the copy is so fantastic, that the pathway, the psychology, everything around your offer speaks so much to the customer's language and bleeding neck pain that you can't help but create customers when you put them into your funnel. And that's how I use ClickFunnels in relation to this particular point, is that as long as I'm relentless at generating leads and pushing them into my core offer, to my repeatable unit, to my repeatable offer, then I know I'm going to be growing my business. Number 5, Don't leave money on the table. Now, after you start converting so many customers, we were about 4,000 phone calls into our business, converting customers with our repeatable offer. We started realizing, obviously, and we started hearing even more from the marketplace that, hey, not all customers are created equal. Some customers are ready for our core offer. But there's a lot of customers who may need the Diet Coke version. They may need something that's a little less expensive, but still actionable and allows them to get something done, to get some kind of result. And then some people will just want it done for them. They want a service, for instance. They want something that's longer lasting, that they don't have to think about, that's more automated, and maybe we can provide that. So we went from our core offer to having a downsell offer, as well as a parallel offer where it was done for them in a service manner. And so having 3 offers on the table, we created a motto, is that everyone buys something. And when we started that motto, what it did is it actually elevated our average cart value. So when you elevate your average cart value, your revenue goes up. And there you have a burgeoning, growing business. And so what we did was we created offers, order forms, and sales pages that would support, inside of ClickFunnels, that would support our offers and be there so that when the customer conversation tilted one way or the other, we were always ready, and our sales team and our marketers were always ready to facilitate a ClickFunnels page, a ClickFunnels sales funnel that was adequate for that customer avatar. So don't forget, don't leave money on the table. And lastly, find the river. Don't try to dig the Panama Canal to find your customers. Know where they already are, because there is a raging Mississippi River, if you'll pardon my southern slang here. There is a raging Mississippi River that already has a current. It already has movement. It already has momentum with your customer population in it. Don't go over here and try to force marketing and lead generation through a medium or a platform that your customer doesn't exist on, or maybe you don't have leverage or clout in. Instead, go find the river. For example, you may be a waste management expense company, and your customer is the CFO and COOs and CEOs of multi-unit multifamily apartment complexes. Well, there's just not a lot of those folks that you can target real effectively at scale on Facebook advertising, maybe in a retargeting effort or something like that. But when it comes to cold traffic, and a little pro tip, if you want to scale your business, you got to go to cold traffic, to people who don't actually know who you are, who aren't your mama, who aren't your friends and cousins, but people who are actually not inside your referral network, okay? But the raging river in that hypothetical I just threw out there would more than likely be Google, because people are going to need to have some kind of search intent on how do I save in recycling or waste management expenses. They're searching for that. Their bleeding neck pain is causing that intent to go to that river and jump in to find the solution to their pain. So you need to go with the analogy, you need to plop your hydroelectric dam in the middle of the river that already has a current so that you can create energy with your business. And that's what we do with sales funnels. That's what we do with our ClickFunnels sales pages, opt-in pages, landing pages, webinar funnels, product e-commerce funnels, high-ticket sales funnels, you name it. Take your ClickFunnels sales funnel and drop it right in the middle of the most active, raging river that you can find where your customers already are. That's called leveraging your strengths and minimizing your weaknesses. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. I could go on for days, but I am actually limited with my time, so I need to go. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're still watching this, at no extra charge to you, I get paid an affiliate commission if you start your ClickFunnels account using my link. And I'm going to post below a suite of bonuses that I provide anyone who signs up using ClickFunnels. So please click on my link, start a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels, And I'll even put a link on there that'll actually help you get a great deal if you wanted all the big Etison Suite that I use. I think you can get like 6 months for free if you pay all up front. I'll show you the webinar you need to go to get access to that, or just try a 14-day trial if you're kicking tires, you're trying to figure things out, okay? Josh Rhodes here, Groovy Marketing, signing off. Hope that was helpful. Thanks.